Hello? Can stream hear me now? Am I audible? Yes! Okay, thank you so much, OBS Studio, for being a wonderful, wonderful, piece of software that, for whatever reason, every now and again, decides that it's going to, reset my audio settings. And for whatever reason, despite the fact that I'm almost certain that in my Windows settings, that I have my default microphone set to my microphone, um, the default that it uses in OBS Studio is a microphone that doesn't exist. It's not actually a microphone. I genuinely don't know what it is. And so apparently the one time I decided not to check because it hasn't done it in a long time, it decided to destroy itself. Which means I just did an entire intro and then started playing, and then it turned out that nobody heard it. Gah! Let's try this again. Let's redo an entire intro now that you can actually hear me. So, basically, Terraria, Wrath of the Gods, because I haven't done Wrath of the Gods before, but I've done Calamity twice, once on Revengeance, once on Infernum. I am just playing this on Revengeance because I don't feel like playing the more challenging difficulty. It's kind of not that fun on Death Mode, and I don't know if my computer can handle me streaming and playing Infernum at the same time, because it was already struggling with Infernum by itself. I do have some quality of life mods installed as well. Whether or not I use all of them, I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. So I think despite the fact that I've had Terraria for a great many years, I think I only first beat it, I want to say 3 years ago? Maybe 4, something like that? I don't remember. But I've had it for way longer than that. I do have Alchemist NPC Lite, which I know a lot of people think is kind of cheating, because there is a lot of very cheap stuff in there, but I literally only use it to buy, like, potions and other stuff that I can't get in my world. But I might just do some herb farming and fishing and whatnot, just to draw this out a little bit more, because it is kind of fun. So I haven't beaten this, but yeah, I feel like it's one of those games that it's just long enough that pretty much with the whole kind of like 3-week Terraria phase, you get the same sort of thing for or 3-week Minecraft phase, you get kind of the same thing for Terraria, but it's just long enough that you don't beat it in that time, and then of course you want to start a new save every single time you start playing again, so you just get a decent portion of the way through the game, and then you just don't beat it, and then you rinse and repeat. Because I know that's how it was for me for a long time. I don't know if I mentioned while I was at any point while I wasn't muted, because my software kind of hates me a little bit. But I will be playing Rogue, which I know like nothing about, because I mean not based Terraria, and I haven't played around with it in Calamity just yet, which is kind of why I want to play it. Running Cobblemon mod pack, starting a horror one on Saturday. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, I wanna. Ooh, that was some lag. I do want to play Cobblemon at some point. I don't know when or if I'll get around to it, because I have a lot of other things. I also. What are you? A Shroom Ball? Oh my god, this guy's adorable. When were you added? It's really too bad I don't have a net, because I would want to keep him forever. I will warn that for a decent while my base will probably be atrocious, because I have a tendency to go, I'll make something good later, and then only something like, I don't know, 40 hours later I finally go, yeah, I think it's time to build something okay. Which is probably what's going to happen again, because it always happens. Yeah, that's good. I like to build my boxes a little roomier at the very least. I guess I need to build a decent few houses off the bat, even though I usually don't. Just for the sheer fact of the fact that I'll want the relatively basic people to move in fairly early. And I, of course, have the extra NPC from Magic Storage, because if you play Calamity without Magic Storage, good on you. I'm not doing that. Everything you build in Minecraft is a front to God. Yeah, I can, when I put my mind to it, build something good, but I don't promise anything. Got like 4 others running RDR2 on Thursday or Saturday. Decide to join on that adventure. Keep forgetting the planned date. Just know it's one of those days. Maybe. I'll give you a hard maybe on that. We'll see if I'm doing something else. Because I don't know my plans for the week at the moment. One could hope that I decide to stream again, because I do need to get my schedule, like my streaming schedule back going. Because I keep saying that I'm gonna make my streaming schedule better than when I started, and then I keep going on these month-long hiatuses, which are probably not in my favor within the algorithm. So, okay, this is... Why can I not just jump perfectly through the 2-block gap? Actually, I know exactly why. It's the fact that Calamity's base movement speed is slightly... Oh, that's slightly higher than I can jump. Why do I do this to myself? I try and make things look slightly better than just default blocks, and then I make it completely impractical on accident. Yeah, I know that the default move speed on Calamity is slightly higher than Vanilla. Well, actually a fair bit higher than Vanilla, which causes it to be harder to line up 2-block gaps. Just because you do slide a little bit. I've been fairly good. I caught brainworms for a couple games along the way, which is part of why I wasn't streaming, because I was mostly playing games I didn't really want to stream, like Destiny 2. Because, like, it's not the worst game in the world. Hello! Welcome! But, like... There's some games that I just don't think are really fit for my channel, because it's just not games that I feel like would be fun to play on stream. Such as Destiny 2, which is only kind of barely fun sometimes in the first place. I don't know why I play some games sometimes. I just kind of do, because they're fun in the moment, I guess. And Destiny 2 is very much one of those games. Because like I don't hate the game, and it has a lot of great memories behind it, but I don't disagree that with what I've heard from a lot of the community, where the path it took was unideal. Like it could have, the game could have been handled better. One can hope that it gets better, but we'll see. Though, probably my biggest gripe with the game is the fact that I cannot play the campaign start to finish, because multiple campaigns were just ripped out of the game, which is genuinely so annoying. There had to have been a better way. Like, I know there's a lot of content in there, but, like, especially considering the fact that they've added considerably more content than they've removed. When they removed it, there was clearly not as much of a need to remove it as they were saying there was. So, I don't know why they necessarily removed it. I don't know if maybe they figured out how to compact the game better or something, and it's just a matter of the fact that they can fit more in the game now, which then begs the question of why not add it back, but... Yeah, that's my guess, is they just really didn't want to spend the time optimizing the game, which I find is a huge problem with a lot of AAA studios these days. which is why I barely play AAA games anymore. Because personally, I don't want to take up like 150 gigabytes on my storage for a mediocre game, when I could take up like, I don't know, 300 megabytes for an awesome game. I'm gonna leave that door open in case the mushroom decides to come in, because I want to keep him. I'm gonna need way more wood, aren't I? I always forget just how much wood houses need. Can you get into the doorway, please? You and your 450 gigabytes for Ark alone? That's the entire reason that I don't play Ark, actually. I love Ark. I have a lot of great memories with it. I want to play it more, but I'm also sitting here thinking that I basically just need an entire additional hard drive for, or I guess probably better an SSD, because I guess, well, I don't know. Are SSDs considered hard drives? I don't really know. But regardless, I'm just kind of thinking that I don't really want to get an entire another storage device just for the sake of Ark. Because you own all the DLCs and choose to install them. Yeah, well, that's my problem too. Honestly, is I own a lot of the DLC, I think. I don't remember how I got them because I didn't pay for them, but I have quite a few of them, I know that. Oh wait, I already had torches. Why am I making more torches? I do want to make a campfire though. Those are good. 6 chairs, 5 tables, because I can just use the crafting table. A lot of the map ones for, yeah. I know there's a lot of the map ones for at least Survival Evolved. I'm not buying Ascended. You want your 8 terabytes? Okay, so I wish I had 8 terabytes. I have 2 terabytes total, and it's split between an HDD and an SSD. And so it's oh, Kitty! Yo! I'm glad I looked at Discord. Thank you for Kitty picture. Yeah, I have 2 terabytes total, one on an HDD and one. Oh, what the? Can zombies open doors on Revengeance now? So why are you so fast? But yeah, oh, okay. This is not a great start. Apparently, yes, this guy can just. Oh, what? What? What is? Huh? Why did that zombie just poof when I killed it instead of dying like normal? Oh, did it just poof now? I don't know. I could just be kind of remembering things wrong because it's been a good couple months at the bare minimum since I played any Terraria. I'm gonna put these graves from just dying in front of the doors to keep them shut for now. Most map ones are free besides the new aquatic map being the same price as the— What? Seriously? That's kind of insane. Another reason I don't play Ark is the fact that they abandoned Survival Evolved, to my knowledge, and I refuse to buy Ascended because what the hell? I already had Survival Evolved, and you're just gonna make the exact same game and then completely abandon the old one? And it's not like they weren't making money off the old one either, is it? Because it was still getting DLCs and stuff until they decided that they were gonna move to Ascended, but I don't know. It's a whole thing. Again, AAA games. I don't play them very much anymore. I wish they were still good, but they just aren't what they once were. Then again, there are some AAA studios that just weren't ever very good, so there is that. Like, I never really played Call of Duty or anything, because I never was a huge fan of Call of Duty in the first place. Moment of truth to see if that zombie can break through the door, and there's a gravestone in the way, which I don't think it can, because I'm pretty sure whenever a zombie breaks open a door, it has to open inward and cannot open outward. I could be wrong on that, but we'll see. One can hope. Because I really don't want to deal with zombies breaking in every 2 seconds. It's something that's rather annoying, and part of why on a lot of saves I usually end up clearing out my first floor and just turning it into kind of just a spot where I craft and store things, and then keep everyone on at least a second floor and above if I do just build a giant tower, which I don't do too much anymore. You own Ascended and all the DLCs? Yikes. Big expensive. Yeah. I forgot about the lens that you have for your phone camera. That's genuinely insane. I do genuinely gotta ask, how much did that cost? Because it does not look cheap. Like, you don't have to share that, but I'm curious. Next round with 20 euros. Lens adapter 10. I'm gonna have to do some translation. I don't know my conversions off the top of my head, but I can do that later. I was about to run out that door, forgetting the fact that there's just been a zombie pounding on it the whole time. Damn. $140, $150 for ARC DLCs, $60 for base game, yeah. I was mostly asking about the camera thing, but that's also, wow. Bought it as a bundle, got it cheaper than that. Yeah, that's the kind of the thing with the fact that I own most of the Destiny 2 DLCs. Because I'm willing to, for like the month or two that I come back to it at a time, at most, I come back and I buy, like, when I come back, it's usually when the DLCs are on sale again. And so whatever DLCs are on sale for like $5 or less, I just buy those. And then I don't buy any of the like latest ones or anything, because I like having money, and I'm not really planning on wasting it on a game I don't play that much. Why did the painter move in already? Doesn't the painter need a certain amount of people to be moved in? What? Hold on, no, I gotta look this up. Why? I swear the painter needs something like 7 NPCs to be moved in before he shows up. Like, I could be wrong, but I swear that his movement requirement is something like 7 NPCs. Yeah, 8 other town NPCs are in the world. What? I mean, I guess things like, I think Old Man and whatnot count, so it's possible that with mods, there just happens to be enough NPCs hanging out that he could move in? But I don't know. I'm confused. Well, everything is good and set up back at my base, so I can finally go out with my exactly 0 armor and my copper short. Oh wait, hold on. I do have the copper broadsword, and it is pointy. I should probably use it just because it's pointy, not because I particularly like it over the short sword. Camera stuff would be about oh my goodness, $2,020. Damn. Like, I mean, I think that's less than some professional cameras, but still, that's expensive as hell. Damn. That is a crazy good quality picture of a super cute kitty. I gotta stop getting myself distracted over kitty pictures every 2 seconds. I need to play the game. Well, I just don't need to play the game, but I should play the game. That's kind of the point. You have an issue, and that would happen to be... Currently have 10 cats and soon to have more? What? Phone B, a €1,500 camera. Damn. Yeah, so, I mean, I've noticed in, like, damn, I can't say I didn't expect that. I will say that I have noticed in, like, everything that just because something's more expensive doesn't mean it's better. Because you did mention that the camera's from Sony, which I will point out, since it's a big brand name, odds are a fair bit of the money you're paying is that you're essentially paying for the brand name, because it's just kind of the way it is. Went from 5, first can I already have... Wow. Okay. I don't think I could handle that many cats. I have 3 cats, but it's also kind of a shared responsibility kind of thing, which I don't really have to do too much, because, I mean, they're only... More I live with 3 cats than I own 3 cats. They're not technically my cats. Yosh. I don't know why I'm trying to go through the desert right now. This is a bad idea. I should probably just turn around and look for a cave in the other direction. But, that's no fun. Why are the spawn rates this high? You know, I'm just gonna run. Technically you're all yours, let alone, but I'm rehoming at least the new kittens? Okay. I was gonna say, because that's a lot of cats. I don't think you're technically supposed to be allowed to have that many either, but I mean, well, this is mostly based on stuff that I've just kind of heard as a rumor rather than properly researched to discover as to whether or not it's fact. Are we serious? Did I just come out of a... What? Why? Another desert immediately. Oh, directly into the jungle. What in the... Huh? Apartment doesn't have rules about amounts, just as long as the smell stays controlled. The main thing is that, legally speaking, I don't think you're supposed to technically have any more than, like, 2 or 3 of any animal without, like, a particular license or something. But I could be wrong on that. I do know that apartments and whatnot vary on their in particular rules and whatnot, though. Ooh! A surface jungle tree? Don't mind if I yes. As soon as I manage to get rid of these jungle slimes so that I can actually get in there without having to be underwater the whole time. And of course, a bat spawns. Water, air, not water. I don't need water. I'm drowning. Oh, I think I temporarily broke that bat's AI. 4 to 6 cats waiting on these ones to be of age to rehome. Ah, okay. Bro, go away. I'm just trying to loot a tree. I don't want to be harassed every 2 seconds. I mean, I get that I'm playing on Revengeance, which is supposed to be, I think, kind of a little harder than Expert, but also just kind of the intended Calamity experience. But, you know. It could be for another 7 to 9 weeks. Yeah, that makes sense, because you gotta wait for them to grow up a little bit before you can rehome them. Newborn cats are pretty fragile. Spammed in cheese, spammed in the merchant. I don't remember what mod it is that I have that causes it. It might just be Calamity. But there's so many hilarious names for the NPCs. What is up with this jungle tree? There's not even anything in here. Bro. I've just been scammed into going into the underground desert completely undergeared. I'm not doing that. I am so glad that the Calamity starter bag spawns you with a couple recall potions. I'm gonna beat up this Wolfram drone, because I really should be looking into getting my hands on some Wolfram knives, because I do believe that's one of the first rogue weapons you can get. I find it interesting how the Wolfram drones and stuff do seem to stun on hit now, because they didn't used to do that, I don't think. I know there was a couple pretty major updates to Calamity from when I last played it. Wolfram platform. Either they didn't exist before, or that's a new sprite. But it does look like they resprited a few things, because I don't think that was the sprite for the squirrel staff either. Do I need more Wolfram to make the throwing knives or something? Because I cannot make the throwing knives. Also, I forget if they changed... Okay, yeah, shurikens are still ranged, and I don't think he sells throwing knives, which I think were changed to rogue for Calamity. But I'm not completely sure, because again, I haven't really played around with rogue just yet. Which is why I want to play around with rogue. Alright, if I throw this in here... Wolfram knife. Oh, okay, it's 10 scrap. To make, I'm guessing, a reusable throwing weapon. Because I think the Wolfram knives used to be like 1 scrap for so many knives or something, but they were consumable like the bricks. But it looks like they changed that as well, which is pretty nice. Also, another desert to the... What is going on with this world gen? Surrounded on both sides with deserts without a cave mouth. And then there's a third desert immediately after the desert on the left that immediately gets taken over by a jungle? I have been experiencing some rather interesting world gen in Terraria the last few times I've played. I don't remember what it was the last time I played, but the last time I played Terraria was playing, I think it was Legendary mode by myself, and I also had some weird world gen in that, but I don't remember what the weird world gen was in particular. Yeah, the ball is not stunning like the drone. Is it the tundra already? Are we for real right now? It is. Oh my. Well, I guess I don't want to get into the caves relatively early. I either need to run past one of these, which is probably the worst option, or start digging, which is something I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to do. I should probably do some just running across the surface at first anyways, just to get my hands on a decent rogue weapon. which would be the Wolfram throwing knives. Since I think there might be Wolfram mines that can spawn as well, that can spawn underground, but all the other Wolfram enemies, to my knowledge, only spawn on the surface. Oh! Well, that's some more weird world gen. I've never seen that building spawn in a lake. Huh. Well, I'm definitely gonna grab this stuff, because I think these are needed for, like, hand upgradation and stuff. And, oh, okay, that has hard on it. That has... wild is not bad. Ooh, and silent will actually be good, because I'm playing rogue. And, of course, I steal the storage and the workbench. Because I'm not just gonna leave those here. Why would I make them myself when I can just take them from generated structures? Ah, okay. I couldn't remember. I remembered that they had done something to. Okay, yeah. There was no real way out of that. I remember they had done something to make it so that you don't get the cold effect that makes you slow in water, because Calamity is kind of based like that. But I knew they'd done something different, and it's just that you drown faster, which really isn't that bad. Especially when you consider the existence of the entire... I think it's always the left ocean, with the entire abyss. That's where you gotta worry about drowning, not over here. Oh, yeah, that's what the little glowy things are. Because I have Catalyst installed, so there's these Wolfram slimes. I don't think Rogue really gains anything out of it, but I know there's a little bit to every other class. Plus, there is Astrogeldon. Or Astrogeldon, or I don't know. The big slime guy that's, like, really cool and extremely difficult. Because I actually really like that boss. I know that it gives you some kind of really overpowered gear, so I don't know if I will use it in this playthrough or not. I used it in Infernum just because, like... I felt like I earned it, but I don't know that I'll necessarily even need it in Revengeance, and so I might not use it just for the sake of not making things too easy for myself. But we'll see when we get there. Oh, you're still alive. Come on! Literally 2 health! I don't have enough Wolfram scrap to stop going across the world as well. So I gotta keep exploring the surface. I think the Wolfram throwing knives might get outclassed by some underground stuff, so I don't really need to do this, but I just kind of want to get a rogue weapon early, so I can kind of stick to the whole doing a rogue playthrough thing. Even if it's kind of annoying to get my first rogue weapon, whereas I could just go mining for a little bit. Then again, I don't know the actual recipes for, like, any of it. Ooh. Dropping 2, please. 3 will work. Okay. Stop. I really should get, like, a death counter or something for these games, so that I can, keep track of that. I feel like it'd be rather amusing to see my, like, 300 deaths at the very least at the end of a run. Especially in Souls games. I don't know why I don't already keep track of it. Oh, do I need an anvil? I probably need an anvil. Let's see. Wolfram knife. Yeah, I need an anvil. Can I buy one from the merchant already so I don't have to go mining for some stuff? Or... I can technically buy one, but unfortunately I lost all my money, so I can't. Yippee! Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go mining straight away anyways. It's possible that the Wolfram knife is just better than what I'm going to be going after anyways, but I have genuinely no idea. Ooh, lead immediately. Maybe I don't need to go too far. Okay, good. I didn't remember to put... Ooh, I need to make it so that I cannot vein mine clay. Or, I guess... Yeah, it's basically just vein miner. It's the same difference. I need to change my settings on that, though, so that I can't do that. Because I don't really want to be just mining and then suddenly delete a giant chunk of my world and then have my game crash because I was trying to break a gazillion things at once. Where is that in here? Or excavator. I think it's in world configs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually not gonna fix it right now because I don't actually know how to fix it. Did I not mine enough? Oh, I only mined 5 stone before mining the lead. No wonder I can't make a furnace. Okay, good. I can't excavate stone. I don't know why I attempted that, considering the fact that stone veins are usually rather large, but it didn't work, so everything's fine. And then I'm going to put a block back here so I can actually jump up here. It's kind of unfortunate that I don't think Calamity is on latest version Terraria just yet. Because there's a lot of fun stuff in latest version. Is that even enough lead to make an anvil? It is, okay. I couldn't remember how much you needed. And then, yep, that now allows me to make the knife. Wolfram Bobber provides a fishing minigame. Hold movement inputs in the indicated directions while fishing to catch items. The rod empowers the longer you go without a mistake, speeding it up. There's, supposed to be a fish finder installed, but it only beeps when you point it at yourself. That could actually be nice for fishing later. Because I'm currently thinking I'm probably just going to do fishing instead of using the Alchemist NPC light stuff. But I like to have that option just in case. Huge. Ooh, it throws in a 3-knife burst. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, time for some proper mining, where I actually go deep into the earth and find hopefully valuable things. Which would have been far more convenient if I didn't have to dig for a cave, but I guess here we are, because bad world gen. It really probably would have been a better idea to look for some decent world gen before stream instead of making my character and my world technically while I was streaming, but it was while I was in the starting soon part, because you'll need to see all my other characters. It's a mess. But I mean, I kind of forgot that I still needed to make a character and stuff, and I wasn't gonna delay the stream more. I genuinely forgot how far down it usually is before you run into a cave. This might take a while. Which is... Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe I'll be lucky, and that'll be like an actual cave opening. I mean, probably not, because that's just not how this works. But, maybe. Oh yeah, I should probably address the fact that I do very obviously have Cheat Engine installed. But that's mostly just there in case something breaks, because almost every single time I've played Calamity, something's broken, and I've needed to give myself an item, or something to that extent. And yeah, this isn't an actual cave opening, it is just a bit of water, because of course that's how it is. Oh, could this be an actual cave opening? No. But there is another thing below it. That's also just a little opening. Oh, hold on, that looks like a real cave opening, though. I might finally be in luck. Yeah, this is a real cave opening. Huge. Oh, yeah, that... Oh, that thing's good. Okay. Good to know. I wasn't sure what to expect with early game Rogue, to be honest, considering the fact that I think Calamity fixes it a little bit at least, but a lot of early games are kind of not very good. Ranger's early game is probably the best, if you ask me. Mages takes forever to get started, but once you do get started, it's pretty solid. I'm not a huge fan of Melee's early game. I think it gets the most fun, well, at least in base game, it gets the most fun once you hit hard mode. And then Summoner is kind of like Mage in the fact that it takes a while to get started, but it takes like the entirety of pre-hard mode to get started, instead of just waiting a long time after you find your first gems to get started. Which is kind of annoying. In all fairness, Summoner is a really powerful class, especially in Calamity, because they buffed a good few summons, especially in hard mode. There's one that I can think of that is considerably better in Calamity than in base. Ooh, hello, Shaq. There's one that's significantly better in Calamity than in base, which would be the Raven Staff, I think it's called. And it buffs it to the point of which it's kind of pretty much just objectively the best summoner option at that point, rather than having options. Danger Suns? No, I'll leave those. I'll take the recalls for now, though, because I did find out that recall potions do, in fact, go off faster than a magic mirror, which is something that I never originally actually knew. I keep trying to jump and it's just not working, because I want to see if there's any shinies up in the wall up there. But I am apparently very bad at this game. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything up there, but I do think, yeah, there's lead that I saw right here. Ore Excavator's so nice. I've always loved mods like that between Terraria and Minecraft and whatnot. Well, I guess really just Terraria and Minecraft, but, you know, still. Did I run out of torches? I did. I do have the gel and wood to make more. Ooh, that's also something I really like about Calamity, is the fact that they make worms have, like, they glow when they're in a block. How am I not dead? I managed to set off an explosive trap and take, like, no damage. Huh. Another worm already? Seriously? Also, I very much hear a mine. I just don't know where. Oh, did they make worms not hurt very much in Calamity? Like, at all? Because I'm not even... I guess I do have the hard modifier on my extendo grip, which is some decent starting defense, now that I think about it. Because it's more than an entire set of wood armor, because that's only like 3. It might be slightly more in Calamity, because I know they changed a bunch of stuff. But I think they also reverted a bunch of set bonuses and whatnot. I don't know. It's a bit of a mess that I haven't really caught up with. That's 2 boulders, which leads me to believe that there is a dead man's chest, like, right below them. And I would like it. Because those are still just regular chests. You just have to disarm the 30,000 traps around it first. That makes it look like there should be a bomb there, but there is not a bomb there. Right? Yeah, no, there's no bomb there. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing a bomb generated there and then this cave opening generated after or something? But I really thought traps and stuff generated after the cave generated. So I really don't know. And now I open this and nothing happens. Band of Regen. Iron skin and some torches and whatnot. I should probably be actually just completely looting these chests and then taking the chests that I don't find them later and then realize that it's looted already. Because I am prone to doing that. Because I also don't always light up my caves. That's also usually because I get my hands on things like Magiluminescence relatively early most of the time. Because I did find out that it's actually able to be made like super early on and is really nice. Though I also found it out not long, I think it was still a little bit before latest version Terraria, but not that long before. And latest version Terraria adds the roller skates, which pretty much completely makes Magiluminescence irrelevant. And also boots, which is on one hand sad, but on the other hand kind of cool because it opens up a lot of space for other accessories. Because as much as the extra drifting and whatnot from the roller skates can be a little bit annoying, I feel like it's worth the accessory slot or two that it always opens up. You just have to put a bit more effort into controlling it. You know, I thought it was kind of funny when I first encountered a Wolfram mine and was like, why are these even called mines? I don't get it. And then I killed it while standing right next to it, and, well, it would happen to be because they explode. Originally, when I had heard about the Wolfram mines, which I think are a Catalyst add-on as well, I had originally thought they were just kind of something that you wouldn't be able to see very easily and would explode if you ran into them or something, but nope, they're these guys. I did not realize I had that much health. That is kind of insane. Ouch, 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 ouch. And there goes exploding. Okay, that's why it has so much health, because you don't actually have to do nearly that much damage to kill it. After a while, it'll just blow up. I think I only have to do like a couple hundred damage down to around half its health. Blech, words. Ooh, wait, that is a slime, and I don't want it jumping on my head. You know, I don't really know why I complain about not finding a cave mouth when I usually have to do a lot of just kind of digging down looking for new caves anyways. Because a lot of caves don't tend to run too long. I feel like I find most of my stuff when I eventually find like a mine shaft. Because the minecarts actually do run a long way and cross through a whole bunch of caves along the way. Which is pretty nice. So one can hope I find one relatively soon. I should probably pull up the Calamity class guy as well, so I can get kind of an idea as to what I should be looking for. I generated with gold. Damn. I think the set bonus on gold might be better in Calamity, but oh, okay. Whoops. I should have been a lot more careful with the sand. But at the same time, I know that Platinum's defense is higher. So I'll have to look at what the rogue armor is and whatnot. I also need to make sure to get my magic storage set up about as early as possible, which means I'm going to need to find sapphires, emeralds, and either A, diamonds, or B, kill a boss. Which, it'll probably be kill a boss that comes first, knowing my luck, but who knows. Because I don't really like dealing with vanilla storage. Vanilla storage is a lot better in what are we on? 1.4.5, I think. It is a lot better on latest version, but I don't know. It's pretty bad in 1.4.4 or whatever version this is. I think this is 1.4.4 and 1.4.5 is latest, which is truly the final update. And there's definitely not going to be another one. There's totally going to be another one, though. That's just how they work. It's honestly kind of insane when they say that an update's going to be the final update, and it turns out to actually be the final update. Because everyone's just going to be memeing about how it's definitely 100% totally the final update, and then it's just, the update just doesn't come, and people are going to be surprised, I would imagine. Huh. This water is literally just flooding. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. Wrath of the Gods is not... Like, a lot of the Calamity add-ons, to my knowledge, aren't the most stable mods. Like, they aren't completely unstable, but they aren't... They also aren't the most stable. A lot that could go wrong. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my game crashes a couple times throughout this. Because I do intend to make a series of this. Oh, what the... Okay, there was some floating sand. Can't say I was expecting it. Though, really, I should have been. Why did I not excavate that? There we go. Oh, that's why the sand was floating. Because ore excavation doesn't update blocks, apparently. Good to know. Definitely will need a lot of tungsten, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the main blocks for magic storage stuff. I think it's tungsten or silver, dependent on what your world generates, and my world has tungsten. Which I honestly don't remember if tungsten or silver is technically better. Ooh, hello, life crystal. That's some demonite, which might be worth picking up, because I do believe even before you've killed any bosses, you can blow it up with a bomb. Ooh, hello. Mind coming down here? Crawdads have a rather nice accessory that I would like to get my hands on. Unfortunately, not consistently, but they can technically drop it. It's like the Crush Claw or something. It's pretty nice. I don't think it's technically as good for Rogue, because Rogue's whole thing is that you're supposed to kind of... Well, I guess you can play it two different ways now, especially, because they changed how stealth works, if I remember correctly, where it doesn't just, like, do a big extra bunch of damage. It's that every weapon has a gimmick that triggers with stealth, instead of just simply doing more damage, which is cool, in all fairness. But I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, because I feel like it makes it slightly... Depending on what the gimmicks are, it might make it slightly less incentivized to, it might make it slightly less incentivized to actually interact with stealth. Also, I just noticed that a whole bunch of notifications came through for Discord on my phone, which is honestly kind of surprising. Because I had thought that when I have streamer mode on, it actually just kind of blocks my notifications entirely. But this time, it actually sends them through on my phone, which is cool. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that my internet's being finicky, because usually that only happens when my internet goes out and then my data kicks in on my phone and it sends all of my notifications to my phone. So if my internet's being finicky, let me know, and I'll see if I can fix it. But I'm just gonna currently hope that it's fine, because on my end it doesn't seem to be weird. But I know that sometimes it just doesn't show on my end. Seems good for you, at least at the moment? Okay, that's good. It's possible that Discord just did something cool for once and made the notifications come through on streamer mode just to my phone instead of my computer. Though they were at a bit of a delay, as though I had either gone into away on my computer, which also sends all the notifications to my phone. But I know that's not the case because streamer mode doesn't cause that to happen, to my knowledge. As well as the fact that I'm actively in a game, which should also prevent it from going into away. Also, some amethyst is potentially good. Wait, did I get enough for a hook? One short of a hook. You're kidding me. I think pretty much the only use I have for amethyst right now is the fact that it's a relatively easy hook, because amethyst isn't too rare. But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure hooks are 15 gems, and that is only 14. Yay! I guess really that's the only thing I ever used amethyst for, because it also makes a pretty mid staff. Ooh, that is a flooded gem cave, which seems to be almost entirely, if not entirely, amethyst, which will fill out what I need for a hook. Yeah, it's... Oh, wait, there's emeralds. That's good. I'm gonna need a few of those. That knife is really good. I can't believe I slept on Rogue for as long as I did. I guess I don't really need to make sure to harvest all the amethyst, but I need to get these emeralds. Come on. No, don't play torches. I want to hit the emerald. There we go. I think that's all the emeralds. Ooh, and that's a topaz, which I think I can use for something. I think magiluminescence, actually. It's just one topaz, but it's something. Damn, managed to swim up here just in time to have the water drained. Also, bandage. I will take that. Getting things like that early is pretty nice, because as much as I never used to really like using Ram Dash shields, I love them a lot now, ever since I played through Infernum, and it made me use them. Well, I guess I don't love them a lot, but I give them a lot more credit than I used to. I used to much prefer dodging, but now I think they're, at the very least, a good help for dodging, if nothing else. Also, that is the Croc Carapace I was after, so I'm going to immediately unequip the... Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, it just does 2% damage in general. I guess I can't really use stealth just yet, so I'll switch that out. I mean, a lot of the stuff I currently have equipped is probably going to get replaced when I get an actual proper accessory set, but... Until then, I might as well optimize what I have. You know what, there's no reason to go down there and fight that guy, so I'm just not going to. I'm gonna go this way. Ooh, another house. Huge. Does Croc Carapace have thorns, essentially? Oh, attackers take damage. Okay, so they actually... Actually, I wonder if it might have always been like that. I didn't really use it that much, but this does increase damage, especially since it's menacing, by 11%, which is a lot for this early in the game. I will absolutely take it. Did I just... I just managed to place blocks where I'm standing. What is going on today? Another band of regen. I'll take it just in case. The 7 gold bars is nice, though. It's a huge boost to that. Because I think it's something like 4 gold ore to 1 gold bar, and gold's not exactly the most common thing in the world. As much as I wish it were. So that I don't have to go mining for too long. I was tempted. It would have been a good idea to put this on like a drunk world or something, so I get both ore gens plus a more dense ore generation. I think that's what I usually do when I play, but I didn't really think of doing that. Probably on account of the fact that I literally made the world minutes before I started playing. Ooh, a gem crawler. Guess I'm headed back over this way now. Because that, more particularly, is an emerald gem crawler. And I don't remember how many emeralds I need, but I might as well get more since I can. I honestly think it's kind of cool that the knives stick in the enemy and then fall out again once you kill them. So that they could theoretically fall onto another enemy. It just hasn't happened yet. I should probably try and get out of this water without flooding out the area next to it, so that I don't have to fight the crawler while it's submerged, in case I have to jump down there after it. Well, I guess I am going to have to jump down there after it once I defeat it, but, you know. Why do I keep placing torches on blocks that I immediately proceed to break? I mean, yeah, I have smart cursor on, but you would think that I would be smart enough to realize where smart cursor is going to place, and then not place it there by turning off smart cursor and placing it somewhere manually. But, I am playing on a large world, like I usually do, for some reason, even though... Ooh, mushroom biome. Even though every time I generate a large world, I regret how big it is. It can cause some problems sometimes. It's not a huge deal in Calamity, I guess, because you have a lot more move speed, so you don't have to worry about getting across the world. Plus, if you have a proper pylon network setup, that also causes it to not matter. Which is something I should probably set up relatively quickly. Because I know that in my legendary save that I've been playing in my own time, that it has been a huge help. And it's because I set it up within the first, like, couple bosses of the game. I think I'd already killed Eye of Cthulhu and maybe World Evil by then. But I'm not sure if I'd really done anything else. Because usually I rather stupidly wait till I've basically finished the game to get my pylon network set up. But, that time I didn't. How much gold do I... Oh, I can see how much gold I have. 28. And I haven't found any sapphires yet. So I should probably keep mining. Because so far my survivability isn't bad. Oh wait, didn't I... Yeah, I thought I... Because I looked up and saw that I had 6 hearts, and then remembered that I thought I had dug up 2 life crystals, and it was because I had dug up 2 life crystals. For once, I wasn't misremembering things. I just forgot to use it after I dug it up. Alright. Damn, I just dropped some of the gold. I should probably now go down actually into the main part of the mushroom biome. Get whatever chests and whatnot are down there. Dang. The burst of 3 knives that do that much damage each is pretty nice. Because anything that doesn't have defense takes... what is that, like... 11... yeah, it's 10 to 11 damage per hit. That's kind of nuts. Especially considering the fire rate of the burst. It's not that long a delay between bursts. And then since it's not ranger, you don't have to worry about ammunition, because I guess they changed how a bunch of the throwing knives work. I know that a lot of the knives, at least later in the game, to my knowledge, also aren't consumable, but that's because they're also really expensive. They require, like, boss drops and stuff. But, the fact that even the Wolfram knife and such is now, non-consumable is pretty nice. Oh, I actually angled that perfectly. Huge. Oh, depth meter already. I'm gonna keep them... oh, hello. I keep forgetting that those things were added, and they just kind of show you where things are. Originally, I kept trying to kill it because, like, oh, a worm, it needs to die, but... oh, whoops. But, it turns out those guys are chill. Unlike almost every other worm in this game, of which is very much not chill. Any chance you could drop me your hat, please? As it would be very much appreciated. That is an Alchemist NPC light excavation potion, of which is going to go in the garbage immediately. I should see if the mod config allows me to turn off drops for that sort of thing, because I don't recall them ever doing that, but... a ruby gem crawler and a diamond gem crawler in one spot? Damn. I actually need the diamonds, so I'm going after that guy. How are bats? Oh, that's how bats are spawning underwater. There's a statue. Damn, this thing has a lot of health. I'm probably gonna start drowning before, well, like just after I kill this guy, I guess. Oh, no. I managed to dig up just before it started happening. I should probably actually get myself somewhere that I'm not actively drowning before... what? Why? What is Discord doing? Is Discord okay? Oh, you know what? I bet you it sent all the notifications to my phone, because I think Discord just updated itself. That would explain a couple things, because it also just popped up the, you can stream your game Discord overlay thing. I don't think that showed up on stream, because it shouldn't. I really need to clean up my inventory already. And then, I think this thing's good too. Stealth strike projectiles spawn a jewel spike on hit or when destroyed. Ooh, okay. So if I do use stealth strikes a bunch, that might be good. Honestly, I don't know. I have no clue. Do you mind? Sure. That's okay with me. You can phase through blocks, preventing you from dealing contact damage. Oh, wait, no. Calamity just turns off contact damage for most mobs that have projectiles. So that guy just doesn't do contact damage, and it's probably why it wasn't hurting me. Ooh. That is a minecart rail. Finally. I bet that those dart traps over there are probably pointing at a dead man's chest, and that's probably where this guy's gonna lead me. because this fairy apparently doesn't like me. I am currently hoping to get Eye of Cthulhu, or actually, I guess not Eye of Cthulhu. I want to get at least one boss done today. It'll probably be either Eye of Cthulhu or Desert Scourge. Just because, I mean, they're the first bosses in the game. Yeah, Dead Man's Chest. Can't exactly say that I'm surprised, because I'm not surprised. That's kind of exactly what I called. Ooh, there's a chest in the water there, though, which is considerably more safe looking. A steak? Damn! I'm getting lucky. Yeah. Or wait, is it safe? Yeah, it is safe. Good. Thorns, potions, Blunker. Those are good. I guess thorns are also good. Yeah, crawdad. I didn't realize what had hit me until I looked over, because I was too busy looking at my inventory, because this is a mess. Okay, stop. Go away. I'm just trying to hang out and play my game, and I'm getting surrounded by random enemies. And of course, it's not just slimes and such that'll sit on the surface that I can just clear out later. No. It's gotta be like salamanders and stuff. Yeah, this is extremely trapped. It's interesting how there's wires that keep going to nothing, though. Interestingly enough, though, I think only one of the boulders it's hooked up to can actually hit me, because there's one that's like way up there. Yeah, that one would probably fall down and bounce over and hit me or something, but that one I don't think can get me. Because it can't, I don't think it can bounce that far back up. I mean, I'm not going to test it, because that's not a good idea. I don't feel like testing my luck on a dead man's chest. But I do think that is the case. Can I reach that boulder from here? Yes, I can. Huge. And then... honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Rather than dealing with the other... oh, the other boulder couldn't hit me either. Solid throwing potions... oh, throwing knives are also ranged. I should actually just be throwing out stuff that I don't want and collecting the chests, like I said I'd do earlier, and then immediately forgot. Oh yeah, Dead Man's chest is not just a simple golden chest. It is in fact actually a special chest that sent a signal. I guess I could just get rid of these 2 stars. Chest is a chest, I guess. Ooh, hello fairy. Gonna send me somewhere useful, or are you just gonna send me to the chest that I haven't broken yet? Oh, you're actually not just sending me to the chest I haven't broken yet. You're sending me somewhere else. I'll follow you then. Yeah, let's get rid of the Night Owl potion. Oh, and then you changed your mind and just brought me to the chest I just opened and looted. I can't say I'm all too surprised. Okay. Put these chests in here for now. I don't know why I didn't put... oh yeah, 'cause I was gonna see if I could sell that before. What does this do again? Is it just... yeah, okay. I put this in here. Nope, still want that. Those away, that away, this away, that away. I don't know why I'm really keeping these melee weapons, considering the fact that I have literally zero intention in using them, but, I'll hold on to them anyways. What else do I need to put away? I'll put away the mud, because it's not too common to encounter outside of the jungle. The rabbit's just jittering back and forth. What else do I want to put in here? Should put the rubies in here as well. I should see if I can sell the bricks. It's resistance by throwing it upward and catching it with your face. Hold on. Oh, did I tell you what stealth does? Oh, stealth strikes make the knife fly further and hit several times at once. Oh, right-click to magnetize all stuck knives back to you, restoring stealth. Returning knives are also temporary, allow using stealth strikes without rogue armor. Huh. I gotta see, can you actually hit yourself with a brick? No, okay. I had to check. Science. It's important. And I can, in fact, sell the bricks. Because, wait, they're a material. Hold on, they might be used for something important. I'm gonna hold on to them. Then does it sell for... Ooh, it actually sells for half a gold. I should also buy a piggy bank so that I can store my money without having to put it in a chest and then pull it back out of the chest later. And I think that's everything I actually need for the shop right now. I don't know why I reopened that. Smelt up all my stuff, and then see what I can make with it. I should be able to make most of what I need for magic storage, minus the crafting core or whatever it's called, because I think that's the one that needs the sapphire, which means I can start storing stuff. I just can't make anything yet. Oh yeah, I forgot about the flashlights. Tomahawk? Stealth strikes pierce up to 6 times. Stealth strikes also have increased piercing. Shiny blade that ricochets towards another enemy on hit. Not bad. Stealth strikes cause blade to home in after ricochet, with each ricochet dealing 5% more damage. This is just some lead, so I'll try it out. Then I'm pretty sure this is actually good. I don't know if it's necessarily better than my Wolfram knife, though. For a single target damage, anyways. Definitely gonna make a lucky horseshoe and replace the bandage. I'm gonna keep the bandage in my inventory, though, for now, because I just might as well store it there. Make the amethyst hook, because it's a hook, and it's good to have one of those. How expensive is armor again? Yeah, more expensive than I really want to spend with the resources I have right now. I should look... I'm gonna pull up the wiki real quick. Just to see what I need for... what I'm guessing is supposedly the best pre-boss rogue armor. Oh, is Gladiator switched to Rogue and Calamity? Or is it just... I don't know. That requires me to find a marble biome, which I don't really want to do. Desert Prowler armor would appear to be what I am after. I'll look at what it actually does after I get it, which I'm guessing is crafted. Yeah, Stormlion Mandibles and Silk. Which I don't have any of the oh wait, no, I have a couple of cobwebs I've been breaking. I could certainly have been collecting more, though. Wait, I can... Oh, yeah, life crystals are made... You can make them with rubies and such. Yeah, might as well. And then... Oh, did they not... Oh, I had a bit of gold in my storage, apparently. gonna put this here, and then I have no wood to make the what's it called? Ooh, that knife throws pretty fast at the very least. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't make the storage components for magic storage, and it's because I kind of I got the first tome that I need for filling out Solon's library. Once I get around to doing that, I think I need to kill Skeletron for Solon to show up though, so that's a little bit out. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't make these storage components, forgetting that I literally have no wood. Make 2 storage unit, and I guess I need to open this because I put all the gems in here, I think. Yep, storage heart. I can, in fact, actually start storing things. You know what? I'm gonna make 3 of these, just because that's the chests that I have in my inventory. And then I always put my magic storage under the floor, just because most convenient there. Because you can reach it if it's just under the floor. Actually, I guess you can reach all the way down here in Calamity, can't you? Yeah, because I think I had set up magic storage in something and I couldn't reach the crafting core that I'd put down here. But I'm gonna still leave a slot open for the crafting core up here. And then take all of this stuff, and I'm just gonna start putting stuff in here. I'm actually just gonna put everything in here for now, and then take back out what I still need. Probably the best way for me to manage my storage anyways, because I usually keep my inventory way more full than it needs to be. Entirely because I just kind of fill my inventory and think, oh, but I need to keep this on me, and oh, I need to keep that on me, and then I never use a whole bunch of the stuff that I keep on me all the time. Which, of course, inevitably creates quite a mess. Actually, I probably want to keep that on me. For real. And then I'm going to keep the Wolfram knife on me, because it might just be my best knife at the moment. For single target damage, anyways. What else is there that I can make in terms of weapons? The Urchin Stinger, which drops from urchins at a really low chance, so I'm probably not going to get that. Contaminated Bile, which drops from Gnashers, which I believe just spawn normally in the Sulphurous Sea? Yes, at a 20% drop chance, so I might go hunt that down, because that could be cool. And the Antflame Skewer, which seems to be specifically good for spam, which I probably won't do just because of that. And it's a 5% drop from Antlions, which I'm going to be headed to the desert shortly anyways. So I guess I'll probably end up getting that just because I'm getting stuff from the desert. I largely intend to actually interact with the whole stealth mechanic, though. So, I mean... Oh, if I had one... Oh, I need obsidian as well. Okay. I was gonna say, if I had one more diamond, I could make a stealth thing. But I don't even have stealth armor yet, so... Huh. Yeah, a bunch of interesting stuff I need to look into how to get. I forgot how quickly these fill up by their default. There's nothing else in here that I need, do I? There's some tungsten I can smelt up and put back away. Beyond that, not really. Honestly, if I just make another storage component, I can probably make at least some lead armor. So I have some good defense. Because I'll need a storage component later for the crafting core. But beyond that, I think I should be able to survive off these 3 storage components for now at the very least. Yeah, I don't quite have enough to make a full set, but I can at least make pants and a hat. And then I can just deal with having the 1 defense from the chest piece. Which overall puts me at a decent defense, I think. Alright, to the desert. Specifically the underground desert, because, I mean, where else am I going to get Stormlion mandibles? Do I have boss checklist installed? I do. Okay, because I don't always have it installed. Oh yeah, King Slime. I always forget that King Slime exists. I also don't really know why I just put that on progression based. Hold on. Afraid if I can... Yeah, I'm gonna turn off progression mode because I know the progression already. Okay, yeah, this knife is definitely pretty good for crowd clearing, from the looks of it. I'm not a big fan of the tomahawk, though. So this will probably be good for Eye of Cthulhu. Just because Eye of Cthulhu spawns all of his minions. And then it'll probably also be good for the worm, actually, just because worm bosses are segmented and this thing pierces. I feel like my first venture into the underground desert is probably going to be a disaster. I forgot to pick my torches back up. I can't go in here without torches. And this is why I don't usually sort my inventory this way. Do I have some gel as well? Yeah, okay, because 8 torches is not a lot of torches, and I would like more. And I should put the rest of the lead away for now as well. I feel like so far this is going a lot better than I honestly expected. As much as the start was a little rough with that zombie breaking in and killing me like 5 times consecutive, but I don't really know why I was expecting it to not go really smoothly, considering the fact that I have beat Infernum before, and I'm now just back on Revengeance. As much as I haven't used Rogue before, there's no way that any class can be different enough to where it creates too much of a challenge, really. Like, a bit of a challenge in learning what you need to make and stuff, I guess, but not like an actual skill challenge, more of a knowledge check. Knowledge checks are fun, though. I mean, of course I can just look up what I need, which is what I'm doing, so that I'm not going to be spending a gazillion years using terrible weapons, because I just don't know what to use. But it's still nice. Like, it's still a cool thing to have to learn a whole bunch of new stuff. Get through the run. Youch. Ooh, Cobwebs, I need those. I need to remember to collect the cobwebs. Ooh, Desert Medallion immediately. I will definitely take that. I also very much want to have Rogue Armor before I fight my first boss. As much as I think I'm probably geared enough to take on Desert Scourge. Which hopefully doesn't take me too long to get. Antlion Charger. Maybe there'll be some Storm Lions down where that Charger's passing through as well. Because that's what I'm actually after. Nah, just an Antlion. And another one over there. Ah. Okay, that's cool. So I can use Stealth Strikes. Even though I don't have armor that allows me to use Stealth Strikes. I have to specifically use the Wolfram Dagger to do it, but still. That does build up your stealth really fast, though. So it might be a good strategy to use the Wolfram Knives when I don't have, like, to get me stealth really quickly, and then throw something else to use my stealth. I feel like that might be a good combo. Which is cool to see a proper combo. Oh, hello, that's a lot of you. I did not want to go down there. Well, doesn't look like they can get down here, so it's not a huge deal. Did they just drop 2 storm? I guess they're Stormjaw staves, aren't they? But still, I've only killed 3 of them, and they've dropped 2 stabs. I don't always have much luck finding those either, so that's kind of funny. Then again, I suppose I've only played Summoner the 1 time, so I guess kind of twice. Because there's a playthrough that I didn't fully finish of my first attempt at Infernum before I accidentally deleted the save. I was cleaning a whole bunch of stuff off my computer and accidentally deleted my Infernums, or not my Infernum, my T-Modulator saves. Which I suppose includes my Infernum saves, but, you know, it wasn't specifically Infernum. How many Stormlion Mandibles do I need? I need 6. Okay. Also, Dune Rider Boots, which will replace that, I guess. Oh, they have the same modifier. Or no, it's Fleeting, which is actually slightly better than Wild for me because I'm not using melee. Damn, I'm gonna be so fast down here. Because I'm pretty sure Dune Rider, if I remember correctly, is essentially Hermes boots, but you also go extra fast on sand, just in general. And I mean, it's the underground desert, there's sand everywhere. You can get up here, okay. I am now afraid of you. I thought I was safe. I mean, I guess I am apparently relatively powerful, so I don't really have to be too worried about things getting up to me, but I do have to keep my distance at least a little bit, because I'm still squishy. And then I can just sit here and get this guy like this. Damn, that's a lot of Stormjaw stabs. Did they increase the drop rate or something? Well, I mean, I might as well summon one, I guess. And that's all the jaws I need, or mandibles, or whatever. I just need silk. Damn, angel statue. Do I want to keep searching around down here? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a bass statue or something while I'm down here. Because I don't think I'll find all too many cobwebs down here, really. But there's still plenty of other useful things. Ooh. Hello, golfer. I don't think you're of too much help, but still a cool find. Oh, thank goodness for iframes. That should have cooked me. Do you sell anything special? Not really. Other than the lawnmower, which is just kind of amusing. What is this? Is this amber? I don't really need that. Not to my knowledge, anyways. If I do, I can always come back for it. I'm so cooked. Yep. Okay, well. I guess I'm going to try and... Oh, nope, need those cobwebs. And I need that. Did I put the wood away? I should have used all my wood for torches, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make my rogue armor now. I need to make a couple crafting stations, of course, but I can certainly give it a try. I'm gonna give this summon item in my inventory, because, I mean, damage is damage, I guess. As much as it is nerfed when you're not using a summoner weapon. Like, I'm pretty sure if you don't have a summoner weapon or tool out, you do less damage with summons, which isn't really a huge deal, considering the fact that, again, damage is damage. Can't really complain about, like, even if it's like 5 additional DPS or something, it's still damage. Heck, it could be 1 DPS up is still extra damage. And I don't have to do anything to profit from it, so might as well use it. Yeah, I need to get some wood. That's what I needed. And then I might try and do what I usually do, just because I find it a lot more fun most of the time, where I just kind of play through the game without building arenas. Like, I mean, I build arenas on higher difficulty playthroughs, but I feel relatively confident on Revengeance that I can probably... Oh, what the hell? Okay, my tracking just broke. I'm gonna have to reset that, I think. But yeah, on higher difficulty things, just because it's almost impossible to play without a arena, I, of course, play with an arena. But, on lower to medium difficulties, I usually don't. Just because I find it more fun to try and dodge without it. Of course, it means that I might suffer because I don't even have a cloud in a bottle or anything, but that is the way it is. Okay, there we are. This should be working again. Yep, we're good. Tracking's working again. Okay, so I need to make some chains, I believe, so I can make a sawmill. Yep, sawmill. Sawmill allows me to make the loom, which I guess I'll put up here for now, which allows me to make silk. Dang. I need a lot more cobwebs. I should theoretically have enough to make, yep, the pants. Increased rogue critical strike chance grants immunity to mighty wind. Neat. It's actually pretty solid defense, all things considered. Well, I guess I need to hit the caves in search of cobwebs. I do have... Okay, good. Couldn't remember if I had picked up a lucky horseshoe or not. Or, I guess, made one. I thought I had made one when I had the opportunity, but I couldn't remember. Because I wouldn't have been surprised if I went, oh, I can make a lucky horseshoe, and then didn't make a lucky horseshoe. Because that is 100% something I would do. Hopefully finding cobwebs isn't a big deal, and I can find some corner that I just haven't jumped through yet or something. I probably would have been keeping more of an eye out for them if I'd been thinking about it. Oh yeah, you don't do contact damage, and since whenever you get hit you have to reset your timer to shoot me, I get to just hang out right on top of them. But I would give me a better eye out if I was playing mage, but since I'm not, I just kind of assumed I didn't really need them, and so, I didn't get any. Oh, yeah, I dug out of the bottom of the water. Or, oh, no, I dug out of the side of the water, okay. Oh, a follow? Hello, welcome! I'm playing, Calamity, Wrath of the Gods, as my title suggests. I am playing Rogue for the first time. I'm currently looking for cobwebs to make the Rogue armor. And I'm really hoping that somewhere in a cave I've already explored is a corner full of cobwebs that I haven't collected yet. Because apparently I haven't been collecting cobwebs. Okay, this knife is really cool. Yeah, there's no cobwebs around here. Seemingly. This is my first time playing this on this specifically on stream, but I do love the game in general. Because, I mean, Terraria is one of my favorite games of all time. I was bound to stream it sooner or later. I've mostly been playing Souls games on here, though. Well, Souls and Souls-likes, because... Have I played anything that isn't a Souls or Souls-like other than Ultra Kill yet? I don't think so. I think every other game I've played besides Ultra Kill has been either a Souls or a Souls-like game. Because I've played Sekiro, Hollow Knight Silk Song... That actually might be it. Well, yeah, I play Souls games all the time. Because, I mean, Elden Ring is literally my favorite game of all time, as it stands. I love that game to death, and really need to play it on stream at some point, but I'm trying to think of a way that I can make it more entertaining than just playing a default playthrough, because I've only played, like, oh, I don't know, 5 or ish full playthroughs of the game. So, I feel like I need to make it interesting. Bloodborne is really good. I don't know that it's my favorite necessarily, and I mean, I might have some bias towards Elden Ring because it is my first Souls game. But yeah, I don't know, because I've played... Sekiro is pretty good, but I think out of the 3 Souls games I've played, Sekiro is, not to say that I don't like it, my least favorite. I do really love Sekiro. It was a wonderful game. But Bloodborne is really cool, and personally, in my opinion, more cool then Sekiro, and then I just love Elden Ring so much. I should also probably set up a time to play Night Rain with viewers and whatnot, because I also love that game, and I think it'd be fun. How many combos do I have? Only 48. Yeah, I'm gonna need way more than that. Oh, I did not realize how fast this pickaxe was. Goddamn. Never played this game, but your sister plays it? Okay, so this is really different from the base game, like the class that I'm currently... Okay, so classes are a kind of box that you have to put yourself into. You can kind of do whatever you want, but it typically plays best if you play by class rather than just using whatever you want. But the gear from the class that I'm using is entirely modded. Like, these throwing knives don't exist. There are throwing knives, but almost all of the throwing knives in the base game are consumable and either ranged or melee, dependent on which specific knife it is. A lot of the consumable ones are ranger knives, and the non-consumable ones are usually melee. I think all the non-consumables are melee. To the single exception of the one mage throwing knife, which is actually pretty solid. But pretty much this class's whole thing is like throwing knives and such. And it has a... Because the main reason that essentially those classes is that there's different types of damage, like rogues do rogue damage, melee does melee damage, and so on and so forth. And different things buff different classes' damage, and so it's usually best to focus on one. Yes, I did make it myself, actually. Did the fairy actually just come up to me to tell me about the life crystal I was actively mining? Are we serious? Thank you, game, so much. I did use a software that made it a lot easier called Vroid Studio. I think that's the one. Hold on, let me double check my desktop. It's on my desktop. Yeah, it's Vroid Studio. That's a pretty good one for making 3D ones without having to learn 3D modeling to much of an extent. I am still looking into learning 3D modeling because I want to make a fully custom one at some point. And so I've learned a little bit about 3D modeling, but I'm still pretty fresh with it. Probably nowhere close to actually making a model. One day, though. I have a lot of art that I need to work on for my channel in general, though, that I should be putting more effort into than I have. Or I guess more time, less than it is effort. I put a fair bit of effort into my work. I just don't put as much time into it as I probably should. Sapphires! Yes! Oh my god, I've been looking for those. I have a mod installed called Magic Storage, which recently made a 3D model for a streamer and they really liked it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got a mod installed for this called Magic Storage, which I don't know if you've played Minecraft or the Applied Energistics mod, but it's basically an ME system if you have. If not, it's basically just a really cool storage system, as the mod name kind of implies. I'm from Canada. Oh, did I run out of torches? I ran out of torches, dang it. I'll see if what I have is enough for what I need. Oh, apparently I'm fighting the Eye of Cthulhu this night. Fun. I'm not exactly ready for that, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully better than I'm thinking it will. Yeah, I don't have enough cobwebs. Dang it. hell do I need to put away? This. I need to get the storage thing back out. From California? That's neat. I've always found it interesting how, like, it's always been cool how the internet has been so good for connecting people from relatively far places, because honestly, I don't know how far the furthest away person I've interacted with is, but there's been some pretty far ones. What else do I need again? Is this everything I need to make the storage thing I'm after? No, it's not. Okay, you. What do I need to make the crafting heart or interface? I guess it is. Oh, I'm missing a diamond. I forgot about the... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the fact that I'm about to be assaulted. I'm not ready for this. Go away. How's the weather here? It's been nice, actually. It's been kind of back and forth between whether or not it wants to be warm or cold, but currently it's pretty nice. I'm so not beating this boss on this attempt. I don't even have any decent movement. No arena, no movement, nothing. I guess technically I have the Dune Rider boots, but I need vertical momentum, or movement or whatever. Which I don't have. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I'd be doing, though. I genuinely thought I'd have been dead before phase 2 even hit. Mind getting onto the floor? Thank you. If I manage to beat this guy, I'm going to be genuinely astonished. Yeah. I got way closer than I thought, though. I think if I had an actual arena, I might have been able to manage that. And I can make the crafting interface. Huge. Which means I can now pack up my crafting stuff and craft from directly in my storage system, which will be very nice. Wait, does just... no, okay. I wasn't sure if just shift-clicking it in worked, but it does not. Gonna put that away as well, because Tomahawk's not very good. Then... need that, need that. Is that all the crafting things in here? Yeah, it is, okay. I need to make a workbench, or whatever they're called as well, because I don't feel like... or I could just... well... yeah, either way I need to make something. Like 2 additional wood that it needs to make the workbench, and just replacing the table that's currently in here is not a big deal. Okay, anodized wolfram metal? Hold on. How many wolfram mandibles do I need? I only need 2. And since... I'm gonna see what this does. How long have I been interested in art? Huh. Longer than I can remember, really. It's a more, like, past 5 years-ish kind of thing, since I've been, like, actually honing my skills at it and such. Just kind of here and there. But I can't really think of a time that I haven't been interested in art. Oh, this is just a crafting material for blocks. Okay. Anything else in here I want to make? Not really. Okay. I gotta do something real quick. But I will be back in like 2 minutes tops, I think. Hopefully, provided that don't get distracted or something. Yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. And I guess I need to go back to mining for more cobwebs, because I haven't finished the armor set that I need. Unfortunately. I thought I had escaped collecting cobwebs by not playing mage this time around. Had a passion for drawing since childhood. Been learning for about 8 years? That's cool. Yeah, I haven't been like specifically learning or anything, because I took some art classes in high school, but most of what I've been doing to improve my art is just kind of practicing in my own time. I've been specifically learning in terms of doing Blender, because that's hard to just do, but that's 4 to 5 years been doing commissioned work professionally. That's really cool. I've thought about trying to do commissions, but I'm not really sure if my art is in a place to where commissions would be a great idea. I can, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that good, but maybe I'm better than I give myself credit for. I play myself down on a lot of things, and I'm well aware of it. I should probably be harvesting this tungsten, considering I'm probably gonna need it throughout like the entire run to expand my storage. Because those 3 storage containers is not going to always be enough, and I know this. My art is good? Thank you. I mean, I don't know how much of it you've actually seen, considering the fact that... I guess my Be Right Back screen is a bit of an outlier, because I completely intend to replace that. I made that in... maybe I made all of my Be Right Back stream starting soon and stream ending screens in, I want to say, maybe 2 hours the night before I started streaming properly on Twitch. Because I streamed a couple times on Twitch in the past, but it had been years plural since the last time I streamed. I don't really have a lot of finished pieces, so I haven't really posted a lot of it. Like, as I finish stuff, I'll probably be putting it in my Discord and whatnot. Like, I have a little Blender scenery that I made since I've been learning that. I've got that posted in my Discord. My profile picture there is my art. My profile picture here is my art. Pretty much anything I personally use is typically my art. Not always, because I don't always have the time necessarily. But it's not on anything I use professionally that I use other people's art. I do have a couple things in the works. Like, I have my Twitch banner that I'm working on, which has somewhat recently had a complete redesign, and so I need to start from scratch. Because I came up with a design that I liked way better than what I was doing before. On complete accident. I was just kind of sketching random things, and it came to me. Yeah, I'm 100% down to see some of your work. I love seeing other people's work. It's always good for inspiration as well. Did I run out of torches again? Dang it. Oh, okay. I don't even have... I have, like, nothing. Oh, okay. What? Poison spit? Oh, okay. Apparently there was a salamander in that water and I just didn't see it. Okay. Silk. Yeah, that didn't make enough. Not even close. I didn't think it would. And then... torches. Yeah, you can join my Discord. Everyone's welcome. I have it in my little about me thing on here on Twitch, as well as there is a command for it. It is !Discord. Guessing the friend request I just received is probably from you. I'll probably handle that after stream. I try to keep myself doing stuff that's actually entertaining to everybody rather than just... Oh, that's what the random flood of water is. I couldn't think of why all my stuff had been flooded out until I remembered that there was a random floating bit of water that must have finally updated. But yeah, I like to try and handle stuff like that isn't related to the stream directly after stream. Yeah, I figured that's who sent it. Though I'm pretty easily distracted, so who knows. And not as in a who knows, maybe I won't deal with it after stream, more of a who knows, maybe I'll deal with it during stream because I get distracted and end up doing it anyways. Ooh, gemcorn tree. I don't think I really need these, but I'll take them. Ooh, another one. I'm actually getting really lucky in terms of the gems I'm getting, despite the fact that I don't really need that many since I'm not playing mage this time around. Despite the fact that I almost always play either mage or summoner. Because I find those two the most fun. Oh, hello, Mr. Bones. Have anything good for sale today? You have the artisan loaf, which I am too broke to buy. And the giant shell. Yeah, I don't think I really want that. If I had the money for the artisan's loaf, I'd 100% buy that, but I only have 5 gold because I've been forgetting to put my money in the piggy bank, so I keep losing it. It's kind of unfortunate that I haven't come across any big clumps of cobwebs just yet. I'm surprised I didn't just go all the way to the end of this railway before going back. It's possible that I died along the way or something, but usually I explore all the way to the end. Nope, that's a wolfram mine. Ooh, and it's guarding a bunch of cobwebs. Of course it is. Yeah, no, I don't want to go down here. God damn it. I want to go up. Actually, this will probably be better for damage dealing on a single target. Because I'd just rather have that explode everything around it and then I harvest it. Oh, never mind. I managed to kill it before that could happen. Yeah, I'll accept the friend request sometime after stream, probably, and take a look then. So I'm not just sitting here looking at something that nobody else can see, because I don't really want to share my Discord. Well, screen share my Discord, more specifically. Ooh, I forgot how chill the underground tundra music is in the Calamity music. You're also welcome to send things, like you're welcome to send artwork and whatnot into I forget if I made a specific art channel or not, but I now have a media channel at the very least in my public Discord. Which you are welcome to send things into if you'd like. As long as it's not like, well, as long as it doesn't break the rules. This is a long minecart rail. Ouch. That hurt. You know, I'm probably not gonna find a whole lot in the tundra, but I'm gonna keep exploring it anyways. Rarely do I find anything I need out here. I suppose I could come across an ice chest or something. You really like my stream? Thank you! I try. Try my best to make it as enjoyable as possible for everyone that joins me. This is exactly what I was hoping I'd find in here. I was thinking that there's not really much point in exploring my underground tundra, except for the fact that I could get a blizzard in a bottle, which is, I think, the second best double jump in the game, at least in terms of base game. I think I think there's an armor that's technically better later in Calamity that gives a better double jump, but, well, that would bump this down to third best, but still. This is really good, and I guess that means I'm replacing my extendo grip, as much as that lowers my defense by quite a bit. What is this? What is... Oh, it's lead, okay. The way it was blending into the background made it kind of hard to tell what I was looking at. I thought it was some other sparkly rock. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there's stuff in Calamity I've never seen before. Oh, there is no way I just randomly happened across that. Okay. Well, this is important for later on in the game. Because I think this is one of the major laboratories. I don't know if there's anything like actually down in the center part. No, there's not. I'm just breaking stuff. That doesn't actually need to be broken. Whoa! That's an interesting cannon. I'm gonna need to approach entering this a different way. I really wish I had, like, 3 more torches. Can I make any sort of light source? No. Oh, but I do have this. I forgot that my throwing knives produce light while I'm throwing them. Because I think if I can get up through the main door of this thing, I can probably navigate it in such a way that I don't get obliterated by the turrets. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. Guess if I go up this way? And then I break this from the other side of the door. Don't really need any of that stuff, but I do need that, and I do need that. And I'll take those because those are useful later. Good potions, torches, which I of course need. There are some turrets up there. I'm gonna need these power cell factories. I don't really have any reason to actually go up where those turrets above me are, though. I can just loot that. That's some gravity potions, so I can start looting some sky islands. Here I was thinking that the tundra was going to be a total waste of time, and then it turns out that it's got a whole bunch of good stuff in it. Ooh, what a thunk. Keep those on me because I'm going to use them in like 20 seconds. And then I'm going to keep those on me because I'm going to place them so I can start producing power cells early. Because as much as they're not as big of a thing in Calamity anymore, because I think this version of Calamity no longer requires you to charge weapons anymore. Like the ones made from dubious plating and whatnot. But you still need them to progress towards one of the final bosses. Oh yeah, I need to go into this to make the silk. Which I can hopefully make all the silk I still need. Yep. In order to make this, the Desert Prowler hat. Which then allows stealth to build. Huge. This looks very Bloodborne-esque. Honestly, you know what? Before I go into the Sky Islands, I'm gonna see if I can use just what I have to beat Desert Scourge. Probably not the best spot for those, but it's where I'm putting them. I should also probably invest in some, like, better stealth gear and whatnot, so that my stealth builds faster and all that, but, nah. The second I have my full rogue set, immediately just going for Desert Scourge. Probably not my best play, because I don't have an arena and this is a worm, but, you know. Damn, that does damage. Oh, I didn't realize that he was also doing that much damage to me. Whoopsies. I'm gonna try that again, except this time. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can make a bed so I can get to daytime quickly. I can make a mushroom bed. And then fight him during the day so I can, like, actually see. As much as I enjoy not being able to see what's actually going on, it's actually not that great. Can I make any of this stuff? There's a Scuttler's Jewel, which I should probably be using now that I can do stealth strikes. Coin of Deceit, which I could make pretty easily if I hunt down some evil ore. What does it actually do? Is it worth that much? Yes, it is. Okay. It causes stealth strikes to be available at 90% and only consume 90% of stealth. A lot of fallen stars, and it's not even a fallen star night or anything. Huh. Very strange. What is... Oh, okay. I couldn't tell that that was a pig because it was dark. Do I have any bombs that I can actually get Demonite with? Or... Yeah, I have Demonite in this world. I do have bombs. Good. I should probably make sticky bombs, actually. Provided I still have gel to make them with, which I do. Because unfortunately, the I don't think any of the starting pickaxes can mine. Like, I don't think you can mine Demonite without having defeated the world evil or something like that. World Evil 1 specifically, I guess. Do I know where any Demonite is on my map? Yeah, that's some right there. Okay. Just wanted to see if I had found some already or if I needed to be digging around. I need to get rid of these platforms so I can just fall. Did I? Oh, I did accidentally avoid a boulder trap. I've walked past that thing so many times and only just now have I seen it. It's honestly kind of funny. You know, for the sake of my sanity, I really hope that there are, homing weapon, or like, I hope there's homing weapons for Rogue later on, so that I can use stealth strikes without having to, like, make sure that I'm super precise on my hits. I guess the Demonite there isn't going to be even close to enough, is it? Yeah, there's only 11 Demonite, which I think it's 4 Demonite ore per bar, and I need 8 bars. Oh, I did not see that thing. I don't know where any more Demonite is. Or do I need to hunt around for it? I think I need to hunt around for it. Okay. Not awesome, but doable. And if I come across obsidian along the way, that would also be useful. Oh, I just realized that there was a diamond gem crawler that I didn't kill earlier that I probably should have, because I need some diamonds for something. Dang. I don't know why I didn't kill it either, because there wasn't any reason not to. But now I have to find more. At least I think so. I don't think I really have any diamonds lying around. I suppose I don't keep that close a track to stuff I have. I just kind of gather stuff and put it in my storage, and then hope that I have things when I need them. It's a good thing Demonite at least glows, so I don't have to search too hard for it, because when I find it, I'll know, even if it's anywhere on my screen. Oh, hello, Skellington. And he's not selling the Artisan's Loaf this time. Unfortunate. Anything else good? Not really. There is some Demonite over here, though. Ooh, and a Life Crystal. And there's some more Demonite down there. Wait, I did just mine that. I can mine that with the bone pickaxe? Huh. What do you know? I thought I needed bombs. Apparently, I just needed the pickaxe that I just got by pure chance. Oh, no, there's some lava, so I might be able to make myself some obsidian. Yep, because there's some water right here. As long as I let this dump down. And the water's frozen again. Huh. I wonder what's causing the water to float like this. Because I really wanted some obsidian, but the water is not going to fall down to get me to be able to get me some obsidian, unfortunately. Life crystal, absolutely take that. Ouch. It's possible that I'll just find some obsidian by digging around anyways. Water can generate directly on top of lava and just turn the lava into obsidian immediately. Though I am running out of torches again. Ooh, there's a house over there. One can hope for a cloud in a bottle? I don't know, because I don't feel like the bundle of balloons is nearly as important in Calamity. Because there's wings you can make at the same tier that are actually pretty solid. Yeah, I need to go into here to make the demonite bars. Do I make enough? I do make enough. And then I also need copper or tin, which I may or may not have. I honestly have no clue. I just do this. Coin ring? Oh, yeah. And can't make copper. Can I make tin? No. Okay, I need to find some of that now too. Which is honestly sometimes more annoying than it should be, considering the fact that it's the lowest tier ore. Which means it only spawns relatively far up in pretty small chunks for the most part. Of course, then becoming annoying specifically if you're looking for it, but is otherwise a non-issue because it is the lowest tier of ore, in which case you're not usually looking for it. Thankfully, there is a fair bit that I passed by and didn't pick up because I didn't think I'd need it along the way down when I first started mining. That'll hopefully be plenty. Oh wait, I have the copper bar. It's already pulled up. And then I need to make the coin of deceit, which makes my stealth strikes a lot easier to use, and I will replace the claw carapace, I think. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, the black glass band was the other thing I was trying to make. What is this? Enemy has created an obsidian flash that always critically strikes. This effect has a 5-second cooldown, but is halved if the flash kills an enemy. Ooh. That actually seems pretty good. But I need obsidian for that, which is apparently going to be annoying because my water doesn't want to flow. I do, however, have the Scuttler's Jewel, which specifically triggers on stealth strikes. And since I shouldn't be falling far enough to take fall damage, I can take the horseshoe off for now. And then I will go give the Desert Scourge another attempt. Oh great, it's turning nighttime as I'm going to go fight him. Of course it is. As I... of course I take fall damage along the way, because I'm so used to being able to just hold left and just keep jumping and just be fine. Damn, this is not going well. Yep. Pew pew. I may be using a knife, but is a pretty cool knife. Ouch. Rude. Rude. Stop, please. No. Stop going directly along the surface. This is mean. I'm so cooked. Yep. Okay. I really should probably make an arena. As much as I really don't want to. That or I could see if a balloon allows me to get enough jump height to jump over them. I'm gonna do that one, actually. So I'm gonna put this back on so I don't take fall damage. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one of these planetoids before. I don't think... Actually, I guess I don't really know if they generate loot or not. They very well could, and I could just be passing up on free loot. Another one? Okay, I need to check if these have loot. Hold on. I have no torches, so I cannot tell. But I don't think so. Can I make any torches? No, I cannot. Ooh, floating island. Just what I was looking for. Shiny red balloon. First try. I could also make myself some potions, which would probably be a good idea. Especially considering the fact that basic potions are really cheap and quite a help. And if I take this, and then I guess also the horseshoe, and I put that all in here, and I go balloon. What? Oh, wait, I can't combine them because I don't have the Goblin Tinkerer yet. I always forget that you need a specific crafting station for that. Okay, I guess I'll just build an arena. Wait, did I not just... Oh, wait, it's a blizzard in a bottle, not a cloud in a bottle. Do I have any wood to build an arena with? No. I should probably start planting some trees, so I don't have to start going further and further out every time I need more wood. Hopefully I don't need too elaborate of an arena to get through Desert Scourge. But we'll see. Ah, so I can stealth strike early. I just have to kind of keep track of when that is rather than just listening for the sound cue. Oh my goodness. These enemy spawns mind. Please up. Kind of getting it. Why are you... Oh, okay, it's daytime now. I honestly didn't know that zombies could spawn with buckets on their heads. I haven't seen that before. Well, actually, I probably have. I just kind of forgot about it because it's just a minor thing, but, you know. Pretty much the same thing. Then again, I might not have seen it before. I don't know how long it's been a thing. Well, that should almost certainly be plenty of wood to make a okay arena at the very least. And then if just an arena's not good enough, then I can throw some potions into the mix. I mean, I guess I can use a regen potion since I already have one of those on me. I could probably do Eye of Cthulhu without an arena, but I don't have a spawn for him, so... I guess I'm building an arena. Because I think I can do most of the base game bosses without an arena, minus like Destroyer and Eater of Worlds, I think. Just because they are also worm bosses and are rather challenging to do without an arena. I should have made a campfire before I started building this. Because having a campfire in here would be nice. Unless I did make a campfire, because I know I thought about it. It was one of the options for crafting at one point. No, I didn't. Okay. At least the desert isn't really that far from... Like, on one hand it's annoying that the desert's really close to my base, and on the other hand it's kind of nice because it means that I don't have to run very far to get back to it. I'm gonna see if just 2 layers is enough for me to beat Desert Scourge and go from there. Alright. Desert Medallion. Desert Scourge. Oh yeah, might as well summon this guy. Just because it'll do some pretty solid extra damage. I will say, dealing with the whole stealth mechanic is actually pretty fun. As much as it is kind of annoying to a degree. There's definitely more annoying things to have to deal with. Like, if I had to do my entire build around adrenaline, that would be extra annoying. And I'm glad that I'm not doing that. Because adrenaline is really hard to keep up. Which, some may think that I'm insane for having beaten Infernum pretty much adrenaline-less, but, that's the way it is. I think the only boss I consistently used adrenaline for was Devourer of Gods, because you pretty much have to just not get hit, and the whole thing with adrenaline is not getting hit. So I suppose in a boss where getting hit means dying practically instantly, having to worry about not getting hit is, in order to just keep your adrenaline meter up, isn't really a big deal. Yeah, this arena's plenty. I thought a 2-layer arena would probably be way more than I actually need, but... I probably could have done this on a 1-layer arena. Dang, adrenaline, and then immediately lost it. I'm glad that bosses being spawned reduces spawn rates as much as it does. So that I'm not dealing with mobs the whole time. And then, of course, a sandstorm starts immediately, but because my boots give me immunity to Mighty Wind, I don't get pushed around. And then, yeah, they did in fact get rid of the, what's it called? Angler boxes that this guy used to drop, which were really nice, because it meant that people that didn't want to fish just to get the fishing gear so they could fish better could just fight this guy instead. Javelin that will burrow through the ground and launch itself at enemies? What? Ooh, hold on, I completely forgot about the Brittle Star Staff. That thing is super awesome for like any build because you can put it in a mode where it just kind of circles you, and then you get, I think, 5 additional defense per one circling you. And you can get something like 3 summon slots consistently for any class. At least at some point throughout it. Dashing creates a large protective sand veil, which damages enemies inside it. The sand veil lasts 15 seconds, but dissipates early if you dash again. The veil slowly follows you, and any player inside it gains 4 defense and 1.75 times acceleration? Damn. And it has a 15-second cooldown before it can be used again. Huh. Neat. Then, of course, I'm going to test out the new rogue weapon I just pulled. And anything else I want to play with? Oh yeah, I forgot about these things. True melee, I think, would be an interesting thing to do at some point as well. I'm gonna replace this with this for now. And then I'm gonna check what I have my dash keybind set to. Like, I think I know what it is, but I'm not certain. Actually, no, I'm just gonna test it. Yeah, that is what it's set to. Though I don't know how the whole sand veil thing works. Alright, does this... Ooh! Okay. That's cool. I cannot lie. Stealth strikes throw 3 javelins and that will burrow multiple times. Oh, okay, so it normally only throws 1, but if I just wait for my stealth to build up, then I throw 3, and they can dig through the ground and then burst back out and then dig through the ground. That's actually okay. That's cool. I like that. Almost certainly better than what I was using before. I'm gonna put this on because it looks silly and for genuinely no other reason. And store a whole bunch of garbage. Actually, I suppose some of what I'm storing isn't garbage, but a lot of it. Oh, I am out of storage. I probably have the... Do I have the resources? Yes, I do have the resources. Okay, I can just make more storage. Good. I was not sure for a second. And then storage. No wait, yeah, I don't have wood. Oh yeah, the storage is full, so I can't put that in there to make wood to make storage. If I pull a couple items out and I put this in, and then I turn the platforms back into regular wood. Wood into storage component. I'm gonna make 3 more. Storage components into storage units. And then, can I reach down there? No, I have to actually start making a basement. Sure, mushroom platforms for now. Because I'm just gonna have a disaster of a base for the first while. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to actually doing something with it. It's just so much easier to have a disaster of a base. It may not be the greatest to have a disaster, but it's definitely easier. Actually, honestly, I think I'm going to call it here. It's not as much progress as I thought I might make, but it's also simultaneously more progress than I thought I'd make, because I do know how long the early game can take sometimes to just get geared up. So next time I play, I might get more than 1 boss down, hopefully, or at least a boss and the goblin invasion, because I really want to get the goblin invasion next time for the sake of making better accessories. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm so far really enjoying Rogue. I wasn't sure how good it would be. The answer is genuinely insane. I can't say I was expecting it to be this good. Um, did my stealth regenerate that fast? Huh. I'm guessing stealth just generates really fast outside of combat then. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. It has been fun, and I hope to see people again next time, hopefully later this week. I don't know when specifically, though. If not later this week, it should almost certainly be next week, because no back-to-back month-long hiatus, hopefully. I gotta try and keep them brainworms out of my brain, or even better yet, get the Terraria brainworms in my brain, so that I really want to stream this more. But until next time, thank you for watching. I have a Discord, as I had mentioned earlier on, that I keep in the description of my YouTube videos when I upload these later. The about me on my Twitch channel, and there's a command !Discord that you can use to pull the link into chat. Until next time, thank you for watching. Join my Discord, please. Or don't, doesn't really matter. And yeah, I hope you had a good time and have a good day.